YouTube, Steve here with another video. Hoping you're doing well today. And these pickups that I have here, I received earlier this week, in the mail. It is a package from Severin, which is a sort of a boutique label that distributes weird films. Weird, wild, some would say wonderful films. Anyway, I have three in this pickup video, and I won't take too much of your time today, but I wanted to show them to you while I have them in my hot little hands. The first is a Blu-ray set from Severin, yes. It is a film, sort of a dystopian future film by the great Lucio Fulci. Not one of his better known films. To be quite honest with you, I had never even heard of it until some time ago. And it's a later film of his, and I've heard people call it post-apocalyptic, but I would call it mostly dystopian. A dystopian future. It has resemblance to things like Stephen King's Running Man. There are elements there. I would say also the film Rollerball, but it's kind of its own thing as well. It's the film Warriors of the Year 2072. Great cover there. Unfortunately, nothing of the kind is portrayed in the film, but it's a great way to sell the film, I guess. And this title, it's gone through so many different titles. I think it's agreed upon Warriors of the Year 2072 is the title, but there are quite a few out there. So there's the front. Some decent special features on the back there. The Fulci tapes, conversations between Lucio Fulci and Michele. I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name. Unloved, interview with screenwriter Dandano Sarchetti. The Nicest Villain, interview with our actor Howard Ross. The Good-Hearted Gladiator, interview with actor Al Cliver. My Father, the Hero, interview with Antonella Fulci. Photographing the Future, interview with the cinematographer. 4 Times Lucio, interview with an actress. And an audio commentary with Mondo Digital's Nathaniel Thompson, Troy Howarth, my boy Troy, author of Splintered Visions and Lucio Fulci and his films. And it also has a CD soundtrack, the soundtrack is really, really good too. Let me show you the discs. First of all, there's this insert. That's the soundtrack listing. And here are the discs. Soundtrack there and the Blu-ray there. I dig it. The soundtrack is composed and conducted by Riz Ortiolani. Love the soundtrack. It's got kind of a synth pop, but jazzy score as well. So that is Warriors of the Year 2072. Some decent, now I won't say great, but some decent miniature work done in the film. Has definitely inspired by a lot of Blade Runner sort of iconography. As to whether it succeeds or not, that's up to you. But also a very nice, but kind of more or less an extended cameo by Fred Williamson in this film. He's in it, but he's given almost nothing to do. So, but anyway, this is the Warriors of the Year 2072. Lucio Fulci, available from Severin. Next up is a film that I saw on streaming on Tubi, which Tubi is the greatest, right? It's the kind of streaming service that I would gladly pay for to get to kind of take out the commercials. But even with commercials, it's a very good streaming service. It offers quite a few films that are, I would say, harder to come by, certainly in streaming. And it is another sort of Italian zombie film in the wake of George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. We talked last week yesterday about Zombie, the Fulci film Zombie. This is another in the wake, but it's famous and I would say almost infamous. It is Burial Ground. When I saw it, I knew I had to have it in my collection. I don't even know how to describe. Read that right there. There's weird, there's effing weird, and then there's Burial Ground. It's sleazy, gory, nonstop zombie carnage, and so completely off the rails that you can't turn away. That's a good description. Very apt. And it's a 4K. There's some alternative artwork there in the case. Quite a few special features. Sorry for the glare. And there's the discs. The 4K and the, wait a minute. Yeah, that's the Blu-ray. Just 2 discs on this one. Quite a few special features. Where to begin with Burial Ground? It's exactly what that blurb said. It's sleazy, gory, nonstop zombie carnage. And then there's actor Peter Bark. If you don't know who that is, look him up. He is cast in this film as a child, but I believe he was in his 20s when he was playing the role. And there's a scene between he and the woman who plays his mother towards the end that is very hard to forget. So, Burial Ground from Severin Films. Would I recommend it? Only if you're of the type that would enjoy such a thing. I don't know what else to say. It's a film that I think some people, especially those people who have sort of heightened sense of film ownership, might scoff at the film. And that's fair. It's totally fair. So, finally, last but definitely not least, this is another film from Aldo Lado. A couple weeks ago, I put up a video comparing 2 different versions of his film, The Short Night of Glass Dolls. And I found that to be one of my favorite films that I watched. Was it last year or year before last? And this was another film he made several years later, a few years later anyway, I'm not sure exactly how many. Quite a different film, very divisive, and at times very difficult to watch. Unlike Burial Ground, which Burial Ground is like a cartoon almost, this is very real. I mean, not real as in it actually happened, but real as in this is played very seriously. It is the Night Train Murders. Aldo Lado has done 3 films that I've seen. He did Short Night of Glass Dolls. He's done this, Night Train Murders, and he did a film called Who Saw Her Die, which is a giallo film that is on my list to pick up during a sale, probably. This has been compared to a ripoff of the film Last House on the Left from Wes Craven. But I think this film is much better. It's darker than that film, if that is possible. And unlike Last House on the Left, I had a hard time keeping my eyes on this film. It gets pretty degrading, shall we say. A couple of girls go on Christmas vacation. They take a train to get to where they're going. And they meet a couple of no-goodniks and another woman who kind of spurs the no-good kids to do some terrible things. It's a 4K. This is a 3-disc set. It has a 4K, a Blu-ray, and the theatrical score of the film, done by Ennio Morricone, which is pretty cool. Here is an insert with the soundtrack tracks. And here is the 4K of the film, and the Blu-ray and the soundtrack. Night Train Murders. This This slipcase is exclusive to Severin. So if you buy this from anywhere else, you won't get the slipcase. Not that that's why I bought it, but it just happens to come with it on their website. 3 films from Severin that I purchased. I wish I could say that they were on sale. They weren't. They weren't at bad prices, but anyway. A few weeks ago, I guess it was, I talked about the Lucio Fulci film The Psychic, which I got on Blu-ray from Severin Films, which is out of print, I think. And I know I said that I wanted to get the 4K of that film. I bought the CD, or the Blu-ray, for the commentary from Troy Howarth. And I won a copy of The Psychic on 4K on eBay for a substantially smaller price than if I bought it new from Severin. So look for that in a future video. Thank you for watching today. I appreciate it. If you like the video, then go ahead and hit that like button. Smash it. No, but in all sincerity, if you like the video, please give it a like, and I'd appreciate it very much. Subscribe if you haven't. This is the kind of content that I do. I'm trying to do more of it as my pocketbook will allow me to. And I've got a few things coming up that I'm looking forward to showing off once I have them in hand. So that'll be in the weeks and months to come. So thank you so much for watching again, and until next time, have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.